Welcome back to the Badass Reset Club, where we focus on helping women in their 40s and 50s and beyond build strength that matters. I'm your host, Heather Yancey. I'm a fitness expert, and today I am tackling a question that I get all the time in my coaching practice. How do I know when I'm ready to progress in my workouts? If you have asked yourself that question before, that's probably why you're listening to this. So thank you for taking time to listen to this. I've got 3 really important tips that are going to help you today. This is a question that is so important because progression really is where the magic happens. Too little challenge and you plateau, but too much too soon and you risk injury and burnout. So finding that sweet spot is key, especially as we midlife women are balancing those hormonal changes and recovery needs, and we're in busy lives. So today we're breaking down the 3 clear signs that are going to tell you when it's time to level up. So let's dive in. Sign number 1 that you're ready to progress. Your current workouts feel comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Remember that when you first started working out, like perhaps those goblet squats had your legs shaking, or the push-ups against the wall left your arms feeling like noodles, but now you can practically do those things in your sleep. That feeling of ease is actually your body telling you something really important. It's saying, hey, badass, I've adapted to this stress and I'm stronger now. And that's exactly what we want until it's not. One of my clients told me that a few years ago, she was doing the same routine for months. And she was doing 3 sets of 10 of using the same weights. And she told me that she felt like she was just going through the motions. I mean, can you relate to that? I remember that. I remember doing that in group exercise classes. You would just feel like you were going through motions. That is your cue. When you can complete all your sets and reps with good form and you're not feeling challenged in those last few reps, it's time to add weight or increase reps or change the exercise variation to a more challenging one. Think of it this way. If you have to question whether or not you're challenging yourself, you just answered your own question. Your body responds to progressive overload. So gradually increasing the demands you place on it. Without that challenge, you're maintaining, not gaining. Now, don't worry, by the end of this podcast, I'm going to tell you how exactly to do that progressive overload. There was another night that I was out to dinner with a friend, and she was sharing that she did the same workout 4 days a week with the same weights. And she never changed a thing. And I said, how's that going for you? And she was like, fine. But I mean, nothing's really changing. I don't think it's working. That is another sign that maybe you're a little too comfortable. Okay, sign number 2. Now, this one is going to be different than you think. Sign number 2 is that your recovery is on point. This is one that many women will miss, but it's crucial. If you're bouncing back from your workouts quickly and not experiencing lingering soreness or fatigue, that is a green light for progression. So in midlife, recovery can be much different than our younger years, right? Because of those hormones changing, increased stress, elusive sleep for many of us, those things come into play. But if you are noticing that you're no longer exhausted after a workout or sore for days, that your energy levels remain consistent, that you're sleeping well, and that you're mentally eager, like hyped up for your next gym session, those are all indications that your body has built the capacity to handle more. Now, don't get me wrong. I do not think that a sign of a good workout necessarily is being sore. Soreness happens when you try new things, when you up level, you can get sore, or if you've taken time off and you're coming back in, you can get sore there. It does not necessarily mean that it is a better workout if you're sore. But in terms of if you are never feeling sore and you're feeling energized, that is a good cue. There was a client that told me recently, and this client is in her 60s, that she knew she was ready for more when she stopped needing a nap after strength training. She said that she was wiped out for the rest of the day, but now she finishes her workout and she is energized for hours. And I love hearing that. That's the sweet spot you're looking for. Your recovery window is your body's feedback mechanism. So listen to it. It is a built in, beautiful system. Okay, number 3. Finally, the last sign that you're ready to level up. Your everyday activities feel easier. This is my favorite sign because it connects directly to what we're doing in the first place, right? Like we're trying to make life better and be stronger and more capable and more badass. So when clients tell me things like, I carried my groceries in one trip without thinking twice, or I played with my grandkids for hours and I woke up fine the next day, or I moved furniture around my house by myself because I could, that's when you know your training's working. Those are the ways that you know you are ready to take on more and that you are stronger. It's when you realize that the hike that used to deplete you for days and leave your joints aching is now not so bad. It's the daily tasks that once felt super hard are now more manageable and maybe even easy. That's your real world evidence that your fitness has improved and it's time to raise the bar. So there you have the 3 signs that you're ready to progress your workouts. Number 1, your current routine feels too comfortable. Number 2, your recovery is efficient and complete. And number 3, that everyday activities have become noticeably easier. If you're seeing these signs, don't hesitate. Progress doesn't always mean adding more weight, though that's often part of it. So think about other things that you can do too, like increasing resistance, adding more reps and sets, try more challenging variations, decrease the rest periods in between your sets, add complexity to those compound movements, slow down the tempo, slow down your squats, like really get more time under tension. Those are all ways that you can progress. Okay, I told you I would let you know how to progress, and here is the key part. You want to remember that progression should be strategic. It's not random. It's not just, I'm going to willy-nilly try this. So think about it this way. If you increase 5 to 10% at a time, you're strategically progressing. So for example, if you're curling 10-pound dumbbells, try 12 pounds. If you're doing 10 reps, try 11 or 12. Small and consistent progressions are going to lead to substantial gains over time without overwhelming your system. And that is part of everything that I teach inside the Menopause Strength Society. Like, you want to be smart about progressing, and we want to see that happen, but you've got to be paying attention to all the other factors, things like your sleep and your stress management and your hydration and your libido come into play. Like, these are all things that we listen to make sure that we are being smart about our progression. That is what I wanted to share with you today. If you're showing these signs, congratulations, you're getting stronger. Take that as validation that what you're doing is working and that it's time to challenge yourself to the next level. And I'm going to leave you with another personal challenge. If you haven't already, download the free 4-week strength training program that I will have in the show notes for you. And I want you to attack it. Week 1 is get that workout down, find those neural pathways, connections, mind, body, like get into the movements. Week 2, that's when you progress those workouts. Can you add on maybe that 5 to 10% of weight? Maybe it's another rep. Week 3, you're going to deload, meaning you're pulling back. You're going to take out some intensity. You're going to take out maybe a workout. You're going to dial it down so that in week 4, you are blazing ready to go, ready to make the biggest progressions and really truly see the difference that that month made. And then I want you to share it with me. That will be just your own personal challenge. Challenge accepted. Ding. You can go ahead and tag a friend to do it with you, or share this episode with someone that you know that maybe could use a little bit of help in understanding how to progress their workouts, or is just getting started. That would be fantastic as well. All right, until next time, please remember that midlife isn't about maintaining, it's about getting stronger than you've ever been. Stay badass, my friends. We'll see you next time.